Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. I do hope that you are all well. Today is the 22nd of October of 2022. It is a very important day, astrologically speaking, but on the 25th, so it's Saturday today, Tuesday logically. Suppose it depends on where you are in the world. We're going to have an eclipse, a solar eclipse, which is going to be a new moon, and it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio. I will be doing a collective reading first, and then I will shuffle the cards and take cards for each individual sign. I will put in fast motion the shuffling so that you could see it happening, and then I will go into the signs. I'm going to start off with Scorpio since it's on the it's in the sign of Scorpio, but on the axis Scorpio Taurus, so it's all about, obviously it's our securities, finances. Taurus Scorpio is what gives us that sense of security financially. It's got to do with self-worth. Scorpio is sex, it's intimacy, it's depth, it's secrecy, it's anything that is hidden, anything that is very powerful. Scorpio is a powerful sign. It's a fixed water sign. So fixed signs have been challenged. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo and Aquarius, the fixed signs have been challenged because that's where the eclipses happening on the Scorpio-Taurus axis do push Leo and Aquarius to make the necessary changes as well that are fated. So we are in eclipse energies already. As we know, when eclipses happen on fixed signs, they last for a long time, and they start from way before. So that's what we're going to be doing a tarot reading for. So I'm using the wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle. So as I said, I'll be taking a first collective energy and then going into the other signs, to all the signs. I'm using the Mystic Moon Oracles, which usually shows a more darker side to relationships, emotions, our subconscious. Remember, anything to do with the moon does speak to our psyche and our soul. Now, this eclipse, this new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be very powerful, it's going to be together with Venus. So anything to do with love and money, values, that's Venus. She will be challenged as we're going to be looking at the darker side of Venus as she goes into the underworld of Pluto. So I'll be taking also the wisdom, as I said, the wisdom of the House of the Night, the Mystic Moon Oracles, and the Light Seers Tarot, okay, by Chris Ann. Anyway, the Mystic Moon Oracle is from Mystic Moon, and the Wisdom of the House of the Night is by Colette Baron Reed. Alright, so let's see what is going on. This reading is not only for the 25th of October, it will last for months. We are in eclipse times. We've got another eclipse, a full moon on the 8th of November. That will probably be another reading. So let's see, for the collective, dear Spirit, what's going on with this new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for the collective, and then we'll go into each individual sign. I have also done a reading for the Venus star point that is happening today. 23rd going on to the 22nd, sorry, and 23rd of October, which is the Venus conjoining with the Sun, Venus kissing the Sun, which is a beautiful aspect. It's happening in Libra, 9 of Wands, okay, and you should have that up already. For Libra, it's really good, and for relationships in general. But before before we come into balance and harmony with relationships and partnerships and feel valued and have a sense of justice where love and money is concerned, finances, Venus is going to go through the notion of connecting with Pluto, as she will be transitioning through Scorpio, and it is, dear Libra, we're on the last moment of your birthday, so I hope you've had a wonderful birthday month. I'd like to wish Scorpio a happy birthday, and Halloween is just around the corner. What's going on for the collective, dear Spirit, collective, with this solar eclipse in Scorpio, which is going to be a lot of things are going to be shown to us, okay? A lot will be revealed. There'll be disclosure. There'll be truths coming to the surface. We're going to have lots of understanding of what things were hidden. Anything which deals with control and power and riches and big amounts of money and poisons and toxins and medicine, anything like that, and especially also in relation to children, to the divine feminine, the feminine archetype, right, which has been in the eye of the storm. We're going to find out a lot about schooling, about teaching, all the propaganda that's going on in the world. We're going to see a lot of things on a collective scale. What's going on with the war? What is the truth? Are we being shown the truth? Are we having the truth communicated, or are we blindfolded? Okay, so please, Spirit and Archangels, please guide this new moon in Scorpio. What is going on with the collective? What will be revealed? What are we scared to look at personally? Remember that Scorpio is the soul, and things that are hidden there underneath, deep within our psyche. We have a King of Wands, challenges the lovers. At the foundation, Eight of Swords, recent past, the Judgment card, crowning, and on our mind is a new cycle. We've got the Fool. In the near future, what is beginning? Because a new moon is always a new seed that is birthed. So we've got the Three of Wands in the position of you. In the position of you, or of me, or of the collective, is the Knight of Pentacles. What is in our environment? We've got the Five of Pentacles. In the hopes and fears, we've got Three of Cups, and the possible outcome for the collective is the Ten of Pentacles, which speaks to togetherness, family, support, financial support. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Nine of Swords. There is a lot of worry, a lot of stress. We've got the Seven of Swords. I'm going to say what I see here is that the thief is worried that things will be revealed. People that have not been standing in integrity are in great fear. They're trying to get away with murder, if I can use that term. They're trying to get away with what they've stolen. They've stolen our happiness. They've stolen the togetherness of people. They've stolen practical things from us, financial things. And I believe, because the King of Wands is usually someone who's in a position of power. King of Wands, it could be a Leo, could be just a world leader on a collective scale. Remember, this is the collective. King of Wands he's got the ability to create his leadership. He's all about leadership, action, desire. And he can be very sexual. I don't know if this is a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, or a Scorpio, I'm going to say. I know a couple of world leaders that come under the sign of Scorpio, Sagittarius and Leo. But we've also got the challenge is the lovers. And the lovers, of course, is people coming together like a divine union. That's what's in challenge here. So on a collective scale, even love relationships have been in challenge. Now, I'm not reading reversals, right? So we're coming from the Eight of Swords, which is like feeling blocked, right? We're surrounded by restrictions, our thoughts, our perception pertaining to fear. Look at all these crows around in her head. It's all about our perception of feeling blocked. Like we're stuck in a cycle around and around, feeling blocked. So recently in the past, we've got the Judgment card, which speaks to obviously second chances, but also something that has died is possibly on the way to resurrection. There is divine help here from Source. And we've got the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Seven, the Nine, the Eight. Lots of swords, so it's got a lot to do with people, you know, playing with our head. Scorpio is water. It is fixed. It goes deep. It's either open or it's either closed. Fear of intimacy, fear of emotional openness, fear of a death, an ending, fear of loss, fear of being controlled, the control of one's mind, the control of one's finances, money used as a form of control and power. What's beneath? We've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is Gemini, and Gemini is information. It's all about learning. So communication, has communication been true? And it's interesting that the Seven of Swords is jumping right into the Page of Swords. So I don't know if this is sabotage or stealth and loss pertaining to social media. Swords are all about communication, but they're also about how we connect through the mind or through business, even business. Remember, Mercury is, it's all about the internet. Uranus on the eclipse on the 8th of November is going to be on that lunar eclipse. So something will be ending, but this Scorpio new moon is going to show us something. And we are coming out of some sort of an ending, because to get a new moon, we've completed a full moon. So where there's the potential that we've sort of made space in our lives for this new beginning, which is a transformative new beginning. So it's got to do with secrecy. Yes, it's got to do with deception. It's got to do with power struggles. And with things that were hidden, which, you know, hidden information can be a very strong tool. Anything to do with secrecy and hiding can bring up fear. Scorpio does speak to fear, fear of the looking at the truth, anything that is dark, looking straight into the darkness. So there probably has been also information coming out pertaining to schooling, to children. Some people are getting caught red-handed here. Possible also stealth, through your passwords, the internet. Just take care, because a lot of these things will be coming through. Okay, and it's got to do with finances. Obviously, Scorpio is large amounts of money that come from other sources, from, governmental payments, inheritance, a partner, shared resources. They're large amounts of money. But also sex for money, the abuse of sex for money. These sort of issues will be coming up, which need to be healed. We're going to see a lot of poison, a lot of the poisoning of of humanity and of our subconscious and of our soul, that, you know, we've been going through the darkness ever since the beginning of 2020, and we all know that. So I don't know if, you know, the King of Wands is someone that's going to, you know, be a positive leader who's going to take charge, someone who's very confident. We've got the lion in the back, so the lion is the king. Now Venus and the Sun, which is the king, are conjoining in Libra. It speaks to justice, anything to do with the court system, you know, the justice system, where there's a lot of litigation going on. We know that as well, as a lot of people are going to court because of injustices made against them, being served a narrative that is not real, for, you know, for potential gains, either power gains or monetary gains from those that are in positions of power and have taken advantage of the pandemic and what's going on in the world right now. Now, my dear friends, it's like what's going on now is like we're being told to not focus on what's going on. You know, I get the idea that don't focus on what's on mainstream media. Don't focus on what you're being shown now. Focus on what's going on from behind. So what's going on in mainstream media? It's this war, Russia, Ukraine, the West and the East, you know, China against the USA, China against Taiwan. All this is, for me, it's like a picture that is being painted for us so that we cannot see what's going on from behind, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes, something that those that are in positions of power that have not been standing in integrity, that they're trying to get away with and trying to make us forget. Okay, we know that humanity has gone through a lot of hardship. I don't want to go into all the details, but there are lots of situations going on here where we're hoping that through a powerful representative, whoever this is, and you know, a collective reading can also speak to the individual. If this could be, I mean, this is a general reading for many that are listening here, but on a more personal level, this could also speak to someone that is going to take charge, someone that is having difficulty in making a choice between one love and another love, or this is a head of a heart decision. The lovers is a choice, so someone is having difficulty in making a choice. They're coming from a place of blocked energy, but hoping for help and guidance from spirit. Maybe in the recent past they've needed to make an important decision, okay, to either take that leap of faith, have the courage to move forward, to open up that new cycle, to go on that adventure. And this could also speak to, yes, it is all about risk, great risk. Okay, so the risk could speak to expansion and growth. The Three of Wands does speak to expansion and growth, expanding one's horizons, spreading one's wings, anything to do with the world and our cosmos, because it does speak to, very adventurous energies here with the Fool and the Three of Wands. Someone maybe also having the courage to look into those depths, into those fears, those psychological fears that they've been dealing with, but take a risk nevertheless. Okay, so we see in the near future we've got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, which does speak to a group effort, but also the work that's being done. Those ships need to show up, which we don't actually see ships here. It's as though they're taking way longer than what they should. And everything happens in divine timing, we know that. We've got a Knight of Pentacles moving towards the Five of Pentacles, which is the environment. Now, Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, so it's perfectionism. It's all about the little details. But what he's leaving behind here in the Light Seers Tarot is like, it's the Ten of Pentacles. It's 10 Pentacles, which he finds on his path moving forward. So it's like, I don't know why, but I get like someone's been running around in circles, needed to detach from something that gave them a sense of security, financial, community, spiritual, and something needed to be purified and cleansed and looked at. So maybe also something turning practical. Remember that Virgo is slow and steady, but it's also mutable. We know that the Knight of Pentacles, whatever he's planning, he knows he will get to his desired outcome. And his desired outcome is the Ten of Pentacles, right? Which does speak to community, support, family, abundance, financial abundance. But whatever this is, it's coming in very slowly. And I don't know if this is like someone checking out of a certain support system, needing to take this journey on their own. And collectively, it's like we're all feeling a sense of loneliness, and that's what we see with the Five of Pentacles as well. Remember that a moon, new moon, full moon in Scorpio is never easy. Never easy. It's always very dark and very emotional. Scorpio is very emotional. So I see here, what I see with the Five of Pentacles is that she cannot actually see the key because she's not focusing on the key that opens that door. She's in a sense of Five of Pentacles. It's not going to happen, right? There's a feeling of lack. There's no support. There's no financial support. The future is very risky. The future is unknown. The future is like everything is changing so quickly. Is there support? Usually in the Five of Pentacles, we've got at least two people. Here we see solitude. But what we're hoping is togetherness. What we're hoping is community. What we're hoping is sisterhood and brotherhood and support from friends and, you know, reconciliation with friends that we haven't seen forever, right? Reconciliation with a love relationship, someone that has gone through their own testing times or their own dark night of the soul, because humanity has gone through the dark night of the soul, and we know that relationships have been challenged very greatly. But this new moon in Scorpio, which happens straight after that Venus-Sun conjunction in Libra, if you want to learn more about that Venus-Sun conjunction, that Venus-Sun kiss in Libra, I do speak a little bit about it in the Venus-Sun conjunction, but do think of joining us on Patreon, as in this week I will be going into all the little details, astrological details about it. So it's really interesting that Venus connects with the sun, which is, the sun is light. It's, you know, it's power, it's leadership, it's clearing, it's childlike, it's fun. But there's clarity, and Venus takes power from the sun. She's dining with a king, and then she moves towards, she ingresses into Scorpio, and she's right on that solar eclipse, the new moon in Scorpio, which is like a beginning of the death of any relationships or any partnerships where there's been no justice, no balance, no light, no clarity, no truth, and no intimacy. So emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, if we're talking about romantic relationships. So it's like love is transforming. Love is transforming, but before it transforms, it needs to go through a death process. So a death of the ego. Is it a death of how things used to be in relationships? Obviously. Is it a death of the fear? Letting go of fear and coming back together again? Because with social distancing, we know that relationships have gone through a lot. They've gone through a lot, you know, through a judgment. A resurrection process is happening. We could see her ascending. Okay, relationships are in an ascension process. But there's choices that we need to make, and we will be, this new moon eclipse is going to complete. Don't forget to send your wishes out to Spirit. It's a new moon, so we're planting new seeds. It's going to complete when we have a full moon in Scorpio in the Taurus period. So as the sun will be transiting through Taurus. The Taurus age, let's say next year, April, May, we're going to have the completion of what is starting now. And on that note, I just wanted to say, because this is the Gemini card and this is where Mars is our desire. Mars is what we want to create. Mars is what we will put our energy towards. But Mars will be retrograding. Mars will start its retrograde on the 30th of October in the sign of Gemini. So Mars will not move direct because there's a lot of back and forth. Gemini is curiosity. It's I need to figure things out. I need to talk about it. I need to research it. I need to learn to make my choice. And that won't happen until mid-January. So this King of Wands, who is a creator, who is a leader, he does hold that torch. So we're looking at what is it that he's wanting to design? This torch, you know, fire speaks to wisdom. It speaks to passion. It speaks to creation. And leadership here, the King of Wands, entrepreneurial, business. This speaks to business. This speaks to the power of the desire, of our desire, the power of creation, coming from a place of heart. Remember that Leo is the heart. So we see here that there's a lot of solitude, and what we're hoping for is the Three of Cups, reconciliation, togetherness, coming back together with others, friends that we have not seen forever. This is a rekindling card. It can speak to siblings as well. Some of you, because Gemini is also siblings and relatives. So Mars is going to be going up and down in Gemini, trying to figure things out, going back to the drawing board, past situations coming back, to resurrect, we're letting the poison go so that we could resurrect and be rebirthed again. And abundance is what is. Abundance, support, and community as well as family is the outcome here. Okay, Nine of Swords, sleepless nights. Many of us having a lot of anxiety, and with all those lockdowns, of course, you know, so the busiest doctors, I would say, are psychologists, because people psychologically, mentally have had it really tough because of social distancing, fear, draconian narratives, death, we're all going to die, blah, 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 blah. It hasn't done good at all. So I'm hoping that this new moon in Scorpio will help put us back, will bring the healing in, will bring truth, because truth does speak to freedom. A lot of things that were hidden will be shown, will be enlightened about. We do need leaders. We need strong leaders in the world. We've got a lot of leaders that bow to those few elite. And they need to go, as Pluto is transiting through Capricorn. And this is the shift and a death and a transformation where the patriarchy is concerned, and hierarchy. Those in positions of power are losing their power. They're losing their lives, they're losing their thrones, they're losing their reputation is going down the drain. Let's just put it this way. Light is truth, and truth, light overtakes the darkness, which is lies, deception, so on and so forth. It's the only way it works. Sooner or later, the truth will come through, and it's coming in doses. I don't think humanity can handle all the truth all in one go, but many are awakening. So let's look at the wisdom of the house of the night. What potentially is coming in with this new moon in Scorpio for the collective, and of course take what resonates with you if you are watching this for more postal situations. And we've got vision, Aphrodite. So Aphrodite will give us the vision. That is beautiful. Absolutely. Venus is, as I said, she's becoming stronger. She is connecting with the sun, with the king. She is dining with the light. So let's quickly look at this. It's a number 8. 8 is also Leo and the strength card. So this means that no matter what you lose in your life, something better will replace it. One day in my house of night, there will be a young, beautiful vampire who will lose her mark but gain great vision into the future. Even if a loss feels devastating at the moment, you still have so much to gain. If your question is about the future, choose another card. The magical vision that you will receive here gives you the temporary power to see the future as a vast place full of possibility and potential. Your next card will provide insight into the conditions ahead of you. To know the future is to be prepared. So, okay, dear Spirit, thank you for that. What is the vision and what can we create in the future? And we have reminder, don't forget, number 28. So let's see if we can get a message from there. What does that mean? 28. My child, sometimes I need to remind you of a lesson you have already learned. When I provide you with a familiar situation, will you follow the same path blindly or choose another direction? Oh my God, I mean, this is incredible. Why is this incredible? Because this new moon solar eclipse is going to be on the south node, which has got to do with the past. This is something we're needing to shed. We've been taught this before. We've gone through this notion before. And this is the vicious cycle that we need to purge with the new moon in Scorpio. When you draw the symbol for reminder, you are being asked to remember all you have learned from life and love up until now. Don't forget when you know already. Don't forget what you know already, as it isn't necessary to learn the same thing twice. Then again, how else do you learn? Keep the faith and be good to yourself. You can always start again if you make a mistake. If you stumble, I will surely catch you. Remember what you know. So it's all about looking into the past and looking at what lessons we've gone through. So again, it is connected to the past. This new moon is going to be a reminder, But we can also, I'm going to say, through Aphrodite and through Venus, there will be a vision pertaining to what we've learned and what obviously could be filling the space of what we're needing to shed that's needed to go from our lives. So it's like we're coming back to the same cycle, being reminded of what is it that we need to let go of, South Node in Scorpio, so that we can make space for in the future for this new vision. Now, Aphrodite speaks to love, peace, tranquility, harmony, abundance, financial security. All those things are Venus. And peace. Because looking at the world and how it is up in shambles, something needs to change here. Let's quickly take another layer and just see what's going on with this King of Cups. Sorry, not King of Cups, oh my God, King of Wands. We've got the Ten of Cups, so it may be a King of Cups. Ten of Cups, this king, this individual is looking for peace. They're looking for bliss. They're looking for happiness. They could be coming out of a cycle in their life where they're starting a brand new cycle. It could also, for some people, this could be someone coming out of divorce, or that this, the energy or the leadership that and the courage that this king has is going to bring happiness to the world and bliss to people, to family, togetherness. Why do we have the Lovers in the challenge? We've got the Queen of Swords, so needing to have those important conversations, go through a possible divorce, be fair and just, make decisions, and sever ties with unhealthy contacts, partnerships, relationships, and be fair. Also, rulings, legalities are being looked at. Where there's been injustices, the Queen of Swords, she will fix things. She is Libra, and Venus and the Sun are conjoining in Libra. Let's look at the past, where we're coming from with the Eight of Swords. We've got the Ace of Cups. So this is the seed here that's been planted. So fear of not being able to grab this Ace of Cups, this Holy Grail, fear of blockages of a new beginning. Remember, this Ace of Cups completes here with this Ten of Cups, and then it restarts. So we're coming again back, full cycle. For personally, I mean, this could be a love relationship that was blocked because of our perception, because of how we looked at things, our beliefs, possible also physical distance for others, or fear of intimacy and emotional intimacy, right? I mean, physical intimacy probably is more, not probably, is more common these days than emotional intimacy, and that's because of lack of courage. And this is what we're looking at. Let's look at the Judgment card. And I'm going to say also physical intimacy has also been challenged. As, people say, are you in this group of people or in the other group of people? Right? I need a medical certificate from you so that I could be intimate with you. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm getting at. What's the Judgment card? The Ten of Swords. Another 10. We are going through endings and new beginnings. Ten of Swords. This is where a betrayal A difficult ending brings a resurrection, but sometimes I'm going to say the resurrection won't happen unless you actually close the door on your fear, on fearing the worst, unless you stand in your truth, because the Ten of Swords is the darkest before the dawn. We are waiting on help from Spirit, from Archangel Michael. This is like aid coming through from Source as well. Humanity needs this. We need guidance, we need support, we need community, we need some signs to come in and show us the way. We've lost our way moving forward. And I feel that this Venus conjunction with the Sun, which opens up a new 100-year cycle, will be the beginning of this. What's the Fool? There's justice. I love this. Absolutely. Aries, Libra. This is I and we. I, me, my, and we. This is all about balance. This is all about the individual and coming together. Has there been justice? Has there been equal giving and receiving? Where there hasn't been equality, the Fool will go on that journey. People start to take care of themselves. Self-love. Ace of Cups is also self-love. Some of us, we've been dealing with relationships that have been unhealthy, unfit for us. And, you know, justice is a very karmic card. It's a time of balancing out the scales. And moving forward, as there will be more connection, more balance, and more truth. More love. Remember Venus in Libra. She is connecting to the Sun in Libra. So relationships that will be equal will survive. Those that have been narcissistic, dark, and very egocentrical will not survive. Let's look at that Three of Wands. There's the Death card. Death and rebirth. What's the Knight of Pentacles? We've got the King of Pentacles, so the Knight becomes the King. King of Pentacles, the father, someone that everyone can depend on. So we've got a King of Wands and we've got a King of Pentacles here. Interesting. King of Pentacles is usually, well, we've got Virgo, usually my Taurus card. Remember that we've got Scorpio and Taurus here, which is the eclipse energies that we're in now. So it's got to do with finances. It's got to do with dependency. So someone being there, supportive financially, emotionally, physically. This has got to do with, again, the boss, the CEO, your manager, right? King of Pentacles. He's slow. It's earth. We're talking about earth, so it's all about grounding. But there is support here. The Knight turns into the King. The King of Pentacles is also the Emperor, my dear friends. He's the minor arcana of the Emperor. And the Emperor could be a world leader. Someone that is capable of leading the world. Four of Cups. So in our environment, there's boredom. I don't like using the word boredom, but there's a lack of happiness where our emotional securities are concerned, financial securities. These are missed chances because of, I don't know, maybe also our beliefs. But we do see that there is a hand offering this cup, but she's looking the other way. Many times I do see this as missed chances. Let's take one more on that Four of Cups. And we've got the Four of Wands, so on a personal level, this could speak to someone not being happy, not feeling safe and secure within a marriage, within a contract, within a business. I mean, Four of Wands is the 1111. Four of Wands is the marriage card, so we've got a couple of fours here. Five of Pentacles always speaks to different social differences between two people, different beliefs. They come from different areas of the world, big age difference. possible financial imbalances within two people. It does speak to financial loss, or this is just a feeling of lack and that I'm not going to find the resolution to this open wound of me not being happy within a home, a business, a country, whatever. Okay? So what we have is the potential of where we were not happy and we believed that things would not work out. We do have the Four of Wands. We see the tambourine. We see the celebration here. And I'm going to say that we're going to see the truth about the circus that's been playing out on a collective scale. Big circuses. Knight of Swords. Someone is rushing to catch up with information, to catch up with the truth, to fix things pertaining to information. Knight of Swords is cutting through the crap. Legalities, information. Someone rushing to get to the truth, possibly. What's that Three of Cups? There's the Seven of Swords, and we've got Temperance. Temperance, which speaks to healing. Whatever's been lost will be healed from Archangel Michael here. Temperance is saying that you will figure things out in divine timing. You will come into balance. You will figure out, that those dark times, about those dark times. Or this is humanity's ability to come together and overcome, or be intelligent enough, or find an intelligent way to overcome whatever's been going on in the world. It's like he who laughs last laughs the hardest. And I feel that that's got to do with groups of people coming together. We are moving towards the age of Aquarius, right? Saturn, who's been really hard on humanity, he's been transiting through Aquarius. He has been, setting up those forks in the road, blocking us, limiting our togetherness. Saturn can speak to fear of death, can speak to fear of punishment, fear of anything to do with the law. You've been told you're not allowed to do this, and you are fearing being penalized by this Saturn, this draconian Saturn, who is trying to hold on to his power, as he was very powerful in the end, but now he's transiting through Aquarius, and Uranus is in Taurus on the nodes, on the eclipses, which is saying that there's going to be like a tower moment, a shift where the power leaves governments, people in power, those elite, and the power is coming to the people. Temperance is saying it will take some time, but we will find a way to come together again, to find our balance, to turn that lead into gold. What is that Ten of Pentacles about? We have the Hermit. The Hermit is wisdom. It's going within. It's also a very healing card as we see the light. And the Hermit is Virgo. It's about purifying and cleansing and servicing each other, being supportive, whether it's through our wisdom or whether it's through practical matters and togetherness. And we've got the King of Cups. I mentioned him earlier. We've got three kings, which speaks to great protection, my dear friends. So the King of Cups is here, open, emotionally open. King of Cups is Scorpio. What can I say? What can I say? Now, it can be Cancer, can be Pisces, I suppose. King of Cups, naturally Scorpio, and I do feel on a collective, more in the collective. And, you know, in today's Venus Kiss with the Sun reading, we did have the King of Cups. So the energies are there. That's what we are reading. Let's see what that Nine of Swords is about. Knight of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. This is like where we've been stuck. We will be running with our passion. We will be moving towards what it is that we desire to create and what we've already been invested in. Maybe we're revisiting a situation. Knight of Wands is fast action, sort of breaking the stoppage here, which, you know, Seven of Pentacles is more the Capricorn energy. So we've got, it's like a blockage of where we're wanting to go, right? What it is that we desire and how we need to feel free. You know, those that are in positions of power trying to set up roadblocks to block our growth. But we've got the Seven of Pentacles here and we've got the 10 here. It's too hard. They cannot do this. Okay, the power is with the many, not with the few. And the tree does speak to togetherness, family, but also health. Okay, so through fear-based narratives connected to health, connected to finances, connected to investments, connected to practical, our life and in practical matters, we need to free ourselves up, free ourselves from what's been, what we've feared, or we've been set to believe will not pan out. Oh my God, there we are. Ace of Pentacles, there are the roots. Okay, we are setting down roots now. Ace of Pentacles, that is beautiful. There is a gift here, a gift which comes through from Spirit, obviously, something long-term. Okay, you can look at it as on a collective scale, but also on a personal scale. We've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Ace of Pentacles here as well. This is beautiful because it does speak to money, it speaks to possible new beginnings, stable new beginnings, anything connected to money, again, Venus. Possible marriage, commitment. I mean, this is what the King of Pentacles holds. So there is dependency here or feeling that there is support, financial support here. Remember how I said that the Knight of Pentacles leaves those 10 Pentacles. It's like leaving a cycle that he's connected with in the past and then again sort of revisiting here with the 10 of Pentacles. So the support system is there. And we've got the Queen of Wands. So look at all the happiness here and the ability to create. Queen of Wands, Leo usually, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. She's got the ability to create. She holds that magic wand. Create through her higher self. Anything that connects us to Spirit and to the divine. Anything that we can create. Anything that we can create through our higher self can become tangible probably in this time. And because the High Priestess does speak to again Pisces, Virgo, something is being revealed. We're probably getting information, something maybe that we've dreamed of in the past could be becoming more practical. We do go from Pisces, which is the dream, which is the ability to create or even attract, I'm going to say. Remember that the High Priestess, she's the new moon goddess. Now, if this is possibly on a more personal level, I mean, the High Priestess can be a third party. We do have King and Queen of Wands here. So the King of Wands shows up as the King of Pentacles. So maybe in the past, because we're moving to the future here, in the past it shows someone that desires, is passionate. Here it's more about the money, more about the physical and tangible situations. Can this relationship turn more practical? Is there worth here for me? Says the King of Pentacles, because we know that is what the King of Pentacles is about. And here we've got, it's like the unlocking of the heart. The King of Cups, open, emotionally open. Let's have a look. Let's take the Mystic Moon Oracles for a moment and see what the fear or the downside is to this spread. And I wanted to say with the Death and Rebirth card, Scorpio, a death of the waiting, not needing to wait anymore, possibly. Or waiting on something and it took too long, so there's going to be an ending here. We do see the star though, and the star is Aquarius. So this eclipse in Scorpio will be squaring over to Aquarius. Aquarius can speak to social media, interaction, communication, dealing with a large group of people. It's like through that death there is a birthing of a new star. And remember the Venus star point, which is Venus conjoining with the Sun. This is very positive in Libra. New groups of people are coming together. New wishes after a death. Wishes are fulfilled. Let's see what's going on. Tribe. So it's all about coming together with family, with people that feel like family. We've got pride and ego. That's the shadow side of the Peacock card. But on the positive side, it does speak to luck. It speaks to the divine. It speaks to, wow, everything beautiful is the peacock. It is very connected to spirit. It is very much about source. Having the ability to see intuitively, finding abundance, coming together. See, so that's been blocked with the winter card, or this is a timing card, and it speaks to that this will come through in the time of winter or after us going through some form of solitude and going within. I mean, winter is like hibernation, or after a time of quiet. Self-worth comes through. Self-worth, the self-worth card for me speaks to a sense of freedom as well. Someone feeling very worthy after doubting their self-worth. There's the third party, so there is infiltration and third party in large groups of people, where there's been people have done things for their ego, for their reputation. But winter is on the horizon here. Winter connected to what's been going on. Remember, third party, again, unhealthy situations, but with fire here and the ability to move towards what we desire. Look at all the fire here with the Knight of Wands. The answer will be yes here, but let's see what else. In divine timing, my dear friends. So what needs to leave is the party that is bringing an imbalance to a relationship, to a group of people, or where there's been deception, theft, falsehood. This is what needs to go. Remember, we've also got the Hierophant here, which is like the winter card. It will happen as long as we know that we are worthy of being loved, The answer will be yes, and it will come in, the changes will come in divine timing, says Temperance here as well. Okay? What's at the bottom here? We've got divine masculine. So it looks like the divine masculine is going through an awakening. We see it with the King of Cups. He is meditating. So if this is in relation to a spiritual connection or union, looks like the divine masculine needed to go through that dark night of the soul to awaken. Because we also had the High Priestess, remember, which says that the divine feminine, the yin energy, is already awake. And there is devotion, or this is a gift. After metamorphosis, after a death, there will be devotion, and there will be a divine connection and coming together as the divine masculine takes power from spirit and connects on a higher realm. Remember, the masculine is all about yang and doing things, taking action. So it's like the divine feminine was already there waiting on her divine masculine. What comes after the darkness of metamorphosis and Scorpio comes the light. I now see the light. That's what this Scorpio new moon will bring to us, dear friends. So I will leave it there. I will go into and I will take a few cards. I'm going to take a message for each sign, starting from Scorpio. Okay, so that's what we'll be seeing with this, on a collective scale, with this solar eclipse. All right, let's continue with Scorpio. But before we do Scorpio, of course, we're going to shuffle. I will put that on fast so that I don't waste your time. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, my dear friends. It always helps the channel. It is free to subscribe, so please do. Thank you so much. Love and light. Okay, let's begin. Scorpio. Let's start off with Scorpio and what's going on with this this solar eclipse. All right, so we have the Hierophant, the Five of Swords. We have the Divine Masculine, the Conclusion, and the Return. And we have Wishing. That's really interesting. Okay, for Scorpio, it's interesting that they've got Taurus, the sign of Taurus, which is their relationship house, or it's got to do with changes where their beliefs are concerned. There's a Five of Swords here, which is saying that there's some sort of confusion, it looks like here, and it can be pertaining to a possible third-party situation, because we do have the marriage card here. We do see here a person that is showing up like they're free, finding a conclusion, a resolution to something pertaining, could be a company that they work for, could be a career path, their beliefs could be going through changes. Now, if this is in relation to a third party possible, where someone is in a marriage, the conclusion, we see the key here, which is like an open wound. as well. It can be connected to the divine masculine energy. So we're talking about a divine masculine that something is eating away at their head, at their thought process, or there's some sort of an open wound pertaining to returning. The return card is here. So returning back to the past, or possibly looking for a resolution from the past. It can have to do with someone's freedom, freedom of beliefs, freedom of a marriage or some sort of a commitment, and returning back to a situation that could probably steer them towards a wish fulfillment. It does speak to wishing here. So I'm going to quickly read the wishing card. It's a number 19. 19 is the Sun card as well. So it says choosing this symbol means you are at a wonderful juncture in your life where imagination and preparation can align with a web of power. My dear one, I hear your prayers, I know your heart, and I know what is for your highest good. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dream serves your highest purpose and do not take away from another. Be careful what you wish for. Remember the coins tossed in a wishing well. For every wish there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled. So we are talking about a wish fulfillment, and that could obviously speak to third-party situation or some sort of competition, that there's a resolution or a way out of breaking maybe a cycle that Scorpio has been falling into again and again. Right, returning back to the same situation and wishing for something different. It's interesting, you've got 2 5s, dear Scorpio. 2 5s, which mean a lot of changes. I am going to take one card. I think I will take from another deck. Or actually, I will take some Sibyllus, just for more information on what this 5 of Swords is about. So it speaks to dollars or the denaro. This is the safe, feeling safe and secure, your financial safety, or this speaks to an advantageous matrimony, so a rich wedding. A rich wedding, or I mean, it is the 6 of Cups, which can speak to a soulmate connection as well, but also third parties could be possible children. There is possible nostalgia here for a return to a relationship that is divinely guided, that is spiritual. I do feel that, Scorpio, there's something that you are clearing out of your mentality, out of your thought process. You're finding the resolution on how to return, how to come back to a situation that made you feel very happy. There is nostalgia here. This could also speak to, for some of you, this could be connection to source and connecting with spirit as well. Like sort of having gone through a dark phase where you've sort of lost your faith. Now, because the denaro does remind me of the Ace of Pentacles, but it can also speak to someone having married for financial security, but it's been something that's been really hard for them. It's been very hard on you, and you're looking for a resolution to this open wound. Now, something is playing with your mind. I feel here finances and spirituality, or financial stress, pertaining to a change in relationships as well. So you're looking at things from two perspectives, either from a very spiritual place or from a practical place. Can this work? Can this spiritual connection work in a practical matter? Let's take another one on the Denaro. Yes, how to find the key to unlock yourself from being bound. You're chained to a situation. Maybe some of you have stayed in a relationship because of children. This could also speak to some business dealings, something to do with the law. A lot of worry, a lot of stress and anxiety. You're trying to find a resolution on how to receive security, financial security, a return from the government, possibly. Or possibly some sort of a legal situation that's been holding you back, that's been binding you, that's been playing with your head. And it could be connected with a contract. A contract, so working for a large governmental body, possibly. It does say that your wish will be fulfilled. So what's this Prigione, the Nine of Swords? And you've suffered a lot. It will take a little bit of time, but the Ammalato is the Four of Swords. It looks like you're losing hope, but Spirit will bring your wish fulfillment, will bring you to a resolution and a solution. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Trust your higher self and not what your mind is telling you. Okay? That's what I get for you, dear Scorpio. Okay, let's put Scorpio away and let's go on to the next sign. The next sign is Sagittarius. We have hope, divine timing, ascending, settling. We've got the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. My goodness. My goodness. So there has been some of you, and I don't care about the order that they're in. Hope always dies last, doesn't it? Some of you have been waiting on some sort of an ascension process. You've been settling in an unjust situation here, hoping to get unstuck. There's been third parties here. You are mourning something to do with a loss of the past. Let me just take that Three of Swords. I want to see what that is. We've got Nemica, the female enemy. We've got Gelosia, so it does speak to third parties. And then we've got Allegrezza al Cuore, which is the Five of Cups. But it's the card of merriment and happiness. See, that's the thing here. Some of you could be kicking yourself for staying in a relationship too long, like you've lost time. A lot pertaining to the past, like you've been focusing a lot on the past, about some sort of discrepancies or backstabbing, people, there is deception here. The Nemica takes off the mask. She takes off the mask, so there is third parties here. We also see that here. Divine timing is like the wheel of fortune, dear Sagittarius. So I do feel that where divine timing is concerned, and you know, the wheel of fortune, very similar to legalities. Some of you could be breaking free. You're breaking out of something that you were waiting to complete. You're receiving information which can be a little bit tough, but it's going to be very freeing. It's going to take you to the next level. It's going to bring in truth for you. Remember, fives always speak to changes. Some of you may have lost hope. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Night speaks to. Number 27. When you choose the symbol of hope, know that no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life now, light will return again. So you are going through some sort of setbacks. You're waiting for the light to come in. When the moon is hidden in the darkest forest, it is hard to see your next step. And it is easy to give in to the fear that there will never be safety or light again. I'm here to guide you when you have lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith, and good things will come your way once more. Take one step forward, one step toward your dream. I will take 2 steps toward you to help you achieve it. Have hope and only good will come of it. So you do have support here from Spirit. I think I'm going to take one more card I feel called to with this 3 of Swords. And we've got the Queen of Cups, which the Queen of Cups does speak to intuition. Maybe this is an emotional setback pertaining to a relationship, because there are third parties here. But what you need to know is the 5 of Cups is usually, it shows that those 2 cups are still standing. Right? Some of you feel as though there is no hope, but Spirit is saying that there is hope, and it's going to happen in divine timing. You are in an ascension process. Trust your intuition that what you've been trying to create and coming from a place of love is what you will attract as well. Love attracts love. Some of you are seeking guidance through maybe an astrologer, tarot reader, Queen of Cups. I'm going to say if you don't get your answers from there, trust your own intuition and see what comes through. Some of you have also been waiting. I mean, you're in an ascension process. And maybe this has been triggered by suffering or loss, but you're going to come out on the other side as like that, you know, that butterfly. You've gone through some sort of, or you're going through some sort of metamorphosis. There is no waste of time. Everything happens for a particular reason. Queen of Cups is openness to love. It's openness to spirit as well. There will be happiness and merriment here. This is a Allegrezza al Cuore. It's a merry card after challenges here. But you're seeing some truths that maybe can be quite challenging for you. I mean, we do have the card of jealousy and regrets here. A lot to do with regrets. And I'm going to say, don't go back to the drawing board and say, I should have done things the way they were done. Everything is done the way it's meant to be done. There is hope. Even if you've lost hope, Spirit will show you that there is hope for a wish fulfillment here. But it will come in divine timing, dear Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you. Look what just came through. There's the butterfly. And I'm going to say also lastly that some of you may have had a bit of a setback if you're going through divorce or separation, and you may not be settling for the outcome. Not happy with the outcome, and therefore you're going to not settle for the decision that's been made, and you're not losing hope, so you're still fighting on. Okay, because this could be in relation to children. The settling card does speak to very strong energies pertaining to childhood, children, childlike energies. Okay, dear Sagittarius, so that's what I have for you. Okay, let's go on to the next sign. We have Capricorn. We have focus, material world, refocus, focus and refocus. That's interesting. We have cycles. And she's got a bow and arrow here, so she's focusing on something here. And we've got the Knight of Swords. Interesting. There's something to do with focusing on something. You've been going through cycles here. There is no doubt about that. Even with a refocus, like you've got a chance to redo something. You're revisiting a past situation. It is connected to family and money, possibly to a home. I do see the material world as, yes, it is monetary, but many times it reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. So anything to do with a home, family, a new possible long-term situation, could be a commitment in business or with family. It's on the Ten of Cups. So something pertaining to happiness and material, tangible things. So of course we know, Capricorn, you are very much about climbing that ladder and succeeding. You've been in a bit of a cycle, going around again and again. Even with a refocus, you're sort of trying to refocus, you're revisiting a situation. Even the Ten of Cups speaks to an ending. It's like a 10, so therefore it turns into the Ace of Cups. It's like you're going around again and again. What I get from the cycles here, she's holding something behind her back, which says to me, with the Knight of Swords, who is holding the bow and arrow, again, what is it that you're targeting for? You've been trying over and over again. Now, it can relate to legalities, anything pertaining to perception, information, what you aspire to create, what you're doing to bring happiness within a family situation. Ten of Cups is bliss, even if it's not happiness. It's happiness because of abundance. Focus, it says here, and she's got the bow and arrow, and the bow and arrow is here. Some of you feel as though you may have missed a chance, or that this second chance is not coming back around quick enough. But the Knight of Swords is like he's running to catch up with time, I get, in this card. Now, it can be legalities that are holding you back from what you're targeting, what you're focusing on. But you do have the Ten of Cups. I want to read the focus card before I take anything else. Number 17. 17 is the star, and it does speak to Aquarius. This is logically Aquarius energy. So I don't know, Aquarius is your wishes and your dreams, friendships, but it also speaks to dealing with a large, large groups of people. Let's read. My child, when you draw this symbol, it is a wonderful sign that with focus you will achieve what you want. So it's like you're honing in on that, focusing on something, on targeting something. And the general reading does speak of that. If I give you an arrow and a bow to use, how will you shoot and hit your mark? This is a reminder that you must let go of all distractions and have the courage to give it your all. Your arrow will be drawn to whatever you focus on, so keep your eye on the target. However, remember that you can't control every outcome. Just as the wind can influence the path of your arrow, there are many factors determining the course of your plans. To achieve anything, you must focus, take aim, and let go. So it is talking about let go, letting go of something maybe that you tried again and again. Maybe there's, I don't know why I get like you're needing to shift your focus elsewhere to make like to energetically to like relieve something that you've been putting in a lot of focus on and a lot of energy. It's like you've been pushing and pushing for something, but it's like pushing something away. I'm going to say, take some time out in nature. I see that in all these cards. Go and get some air. Let yourself think. Let yourself refocus. And then come back to the drawing board. Okay, give it a little bit. Maybe you're waiting on some information that's taken forever. It's coming. It could be coming from Spirit. We'll see. Let's see what what's going on here with the Knight of Swords. So you've been dreaming of something, but you've had a Tower moment. You've seen something, or you're going to see something that you're going to try and, because this is you seeing something. This is like an awakening, an aha moment of how to get to that dream of yours. You've got 2 sevens. 2 sevens. And we've got Namika. So the mask will come off. You will have the information. There's a major shift going on here. It's like a dream, something that you've fantasized or yearned for or dreamt of is shifting, or it's like a bubble is bursting of something that you were hoping for. Maybe there's something that was hidden that will be revealed to you. So you will have the ability to know who's against this for you. I mean, the Namika is the female enemy, but she does take off her mask, so she sees clearly. Maybe the clarity through information, through others, possibly through connection with others. Some information will give you the know-how on how to get to what you've been hoping for. Maybe you've been focusing on the wrong area, and coming back to the drawing board again and again. I do feel that this shift will give you possible ability to make this, to hit your target. Okay, and I feel that there will be clarity after illusion here. Surely there will be clarity after illusion, and the information could be coming through from others that could help you on your path moving forward. That's what I get with the focus. It does say, the book did say, focus, aim, and just let it go. Yeah? So let it go and see what happens, dear Capricorn. All right, so that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you, dear Capricorn. Let's go over to the next sign, material world. All about money, all about the money. Let's go on to the next sign, and the next sign is Aquarius. Aquarius. We've got strength. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have big dreams. We have tribe. And we have family. Oh, it's a lot to do with family. Something will be revealed to you, and it could be, if not family, then it's marriage. Strength is here, which maybe is something that you're asking for. We also see the tree here, which this could be a situation that stems from the past. It is connected to family and tribe. It's very much about support. So we've got the Four of Wands here, which like a portal that opens, but it, you know, it is the marriage card. The Six of Pentacles is like equal giving and receiving. Has there been equal giving and receiving is the question. This could speak to a monetary payout or receiving. Now we've got the big dreams, which can speak to possible illusion, but also something that maybe you've received messages through your dream state, or something that was elusive for you, something that was unclear, and it's connected to a group of people or family or to a marriage. I want to see what the Strength card speaks to. Number 35, which does equal an 8. Sometimes life will present you with challenges that you think are too difficult to endure. Does it seem as if nothing goes your way and that everyone else appears to be having a good time? Be strong, my dear. Drawing this symbol means that no matter what is happening in your life, you have the strength to endure all experiences. Now, remember, dear Aquarius, that strength and Leo is your house of relationships. So where relationships are concerned, you do have the power of strength and confidence. So do not doubt yourself. So you have the strength to endure all experiences. Like an ancient oak whose trunk cannot be uprooted by the mightiest storm, you will know a strength that comes from within. You will win this game of life. You have the strength to face any situation now. So it does say that obviously something's going on with you, dear Aquarius, where maybe there was some sort of an illusion, or there's going to be something that's going to show up. Something karmic, I would say, could possibly speak to legalities, possible divorce or separation. Could be from a marriage, or... And Aquarius, you are all about your tribe, so if you need strength, do lean on others. Let's see what's going on for you with the La Vera Sibilla. I want more information here. We've got pleasant conversations around a table, the Ace of Cups. There it is. There's the Militare. The Militare is the Ten of Swords, so there's an uphill battle for you. Ten of Swords can speak to betrayal. Betrayal from a tribe, from a friend, from someone who felt like family to you, or a relationship, or even a marriage where there was deception. We don't see what's beneath the water here. This is very much of the Pisces energy, where there's deception, illusion, confusion, or just even wearing those rose-colored glasses. So I don't know if this is you receiving information from people who actually love you, from family, that's going to put you in the Militare energy, which is, this is like someone is on a mission and the soldier, right, does not speak of the mission that he's on. So whatever it is, whatever hardship you're going through, for me, it actually says to share it with family. Some of you may be going through something on your own, which is not a healthy thing to do, right? Let's see what comes after that. And we've got the Denaro. So it does have to do with either a soulmate connection, money matters. I mean, the Denaro is like, it's a marriage. It does speak to marriage, a wealthy marriage, or someone's financial, even emotional security. It is connected. I mean, it's the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate connection. But it can also speak to nostalgia and how things used to be. I don't know why I feel that there may be some sort of a revelation with you, dear Aquarius. that possibly for some of you there has been deception. Maybe a partner of yours has stepped out, has been in another love affair, has connected with a soulmate. Possibly this could be what will be revealed to you from family, from some sort of a get-together, family get-together. I mean, the Six of Pentacles does speak to reciprocity. Sometimes, and I'm not reading reversals, it may have been in the reverse, because it does say that you are looking for the strength from within. So you're not going through something easy. I mean, the militare is like secrecy and betrayal, and it's like that Capricornian energy that, you know, Saturn is transiting through your sign. This could also possibly speak to something that you're hoping to create, something that you've been invested in that will give you possible financial security, something that you've been dreaming of. This could be a jump start to collaboration, could be with family, could be with friends, that will give you a sense of security. So that's the good side to this spread. All right, dear Aquarius. So that's what I have for you. Okay. And we will go on to the next sign. So the sign of Pisces. We have belonging, house of the night. You've got a tower moment, dear Pisces, and the Two of Swords. Awakening, mirroring, and compromise. I want to, straight off the bat, I'm going to take a card on the Two of Swords. And we've got the Fool card. Right. It's interesting, really interesting, because we've got a Two of Swords, we've got a mirroring card which shows two swans. It speaks to two people in a mirroring effect, so reflecting a reflection of the other and vice versa, so a mirroring effect, as I was saying. We've got the compromise here, the two people. Again, so there's a choice, there's a decision that you're needing to make. There's some sort of an awakening that's going on here. We've got a divine masculine going through some sort of an awakening or an aha moment as to where they belong, as to who they belong with. I mean, the decision is about starting a new cycle or taking that leap of faith. The Fool is like a new journey, a new adventure. We'll read what the belonging says first. Number 41, which equals a 5. My dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Home and enter the house of night for you. Come and enter the house of night. For when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beautiful friendship and secrets only shared and known amongst my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. What I get here is that some of you are coming into your own, like going through some sort of an awakening, or you're dealing with someone, a partner or someone that you're connected to that is going through an awakening, and it's probably got to do with a tribe, a group of people that are different to the rest of the community. And we know when we go through an awakening, many people do not understand that. But I do feel that some of you are joining a tribe where you're connecting with people that understand you. Now, there can be a little bit of a clash here. It's like, I don't know if you're dealing with, this could be you or your partner. I do see that someone needs to compromise here. Because what I get here is that whatever this is, if there is friction from family or from a partner about this new awakening or group of people or career path, something that is quite different. So getting into mysticism or astrology or anything that is totally different and queer to some people, I do feel here that the choice is either we find compromise, you're with me, or I'm on my way out. That's what I get here. So it's like some of you have been attracting people that you align with. That's what I get, dear Pisces. Very, very deep for you with this solar eclipse. So I do feel at the end of the day, because you've got a new cycle beginning here, I do feel that at the end of the day, even though a partner probably, or even possible family members, it's like difficult decisions here. Look at how the crows are, on her head, like mixing her up, I do feel at the end of the day that there will be compromise and there will be understanding, because it's like, I'm going to take this leap of faith, whether you're with me or without me. So I feel a sense of solitude, even though there's togetherness and there's finding your tribe to people who will understand you. I do feel that there will be compromise, even though it can be a little bit of a challenge here for a little bit. Let's take a couple of Sibilas and see what's going on. Now, those of you that have been secretly and, without the knowledge, the people that are from your tribe, from your family, or that you're connected with, this could also be them finding out about this in relation to you. We have the delirante. This is like your support system. And we've got sospiri. Sospiri is like hoping and sighing or feeling tormented that your people will not support you in this. There's something that you've been waiting on. I want to take one more on that sospiri. I mean, this tower moment will have you in a delirious state. Well, the sospiri is like the ship has already come in. So what you've been hoping for is already here. So that's what the deliriousness can be. But let's take one more. And we've got the Vetavor, the Three of Swords. So this is the widower, or someone feeling at odds or feeling at loss. The Three of Swords is like heartbreak or possible disappointment, which I feel, as I said, my intuition is telling me that I do feel for most of you that there will be compromise here. Maybe for one or two of you, you'll be leaving someone behind because you're going to be taking that leap of faith. We've got the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. What comes after the Widower? This is like you ending, it's like a chapter of your life, leaving it in the past and moving. I get the metamorphosis energy for you. And we've got the La Matrice, the woman lover here. So you're going into something that you desire to create, right? This is something that's very precious for you. Now, on another scale, I mean, this could also be someone having a choice. Someone figuring out that there's been darkness and, you know, that someone is already checked out and ready to take a leap of faith. They're ready to make their choice and leave someone behind. This could be the Tower, the major shift, that someone is awakening, that their partner possibly may have connected with another person here. We've got the woman lover. Someone may feel as though they've been taken for a ride as well. So that will be for a few of you, okay? Because we all look for our tribes. Belonging says, the booklet said that you're already in that house, whatever that house means for you. All right, dear Pisces, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Let's go on to the next sign. Let me just put these cards away. Okay, next sign is the sign of Aries. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Okay, and we've got self-worth, number 32. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got stuck energies, deception, my goodness, and communication. I get that you need to be careful who you are communicating with, what is holding you back, what sort of lies or misunderstandings are holding you back from your growth. We've got the self-worth card, which speaks to, obviously, someone could be hiding something from you pertaining to not giving you the self-worth that you deserve, let's say, or someone trying to hold you back. I get a sense of jealousy here. I need you to be very careful with who you communicate with. You know, the sheep with a wolf's mask on, someone pretending to be your friend and not really being your friend. We know the Page of Pentacles, pages are always about communication, a message, but also it can also relate to money matters, which, you know, Pentacles are our livelihood. You are studying something and looking at something, but it feels as though it's something that you're wanting to make grow, and whatever you're studying to try and expand and grow on, and you're working really hard on, it's as though you're pushing and not getting anywhere. I don't know if this is self-deception, you wearing those rose-colored glasses, or you doubting your self-worth. Now, I get here that that you're working really hard, but you're at the first stages, and you're not being paid what you are worth, your net worth, if you know what I mean. So pay attention. There could be deception or lies or someone holding you back from growing, from expanding. Okay, there could also be jealousy here because you've passed the Six of Wands, which speaks to some sort of a success point. So I'm wondering if, and I get a lot, I get a lot pertaining to, you're going to find things out, especially with this eclipse, things pertaining to money. So not being valued in what you're working on or creating. What you're creating, someone trying to hold you back and not pay you what you are worth, for instance. But we do have the communication card here, and to me it's it's like you can pick up on those, you know, your strong intuition. You're going to pick up on signs and synchronicities, and your higher self is telling you you've got guidance from up above with this communication card. So you can pick up on the energy of who is actually the one or those that are deceiving you. There is a form of jealousy I feel here. And some of you have been feeling as though you've been really putting in the effort and not getting anywhere. It's as though Spirit is saying what you're working on now will take you to the finish line. It's as though you will know your worth and your value in due time. Keep pushing, keep fighting, even though a lot is against you. We know that the Page of Pentacles is the beginning, but after that it's the Virgo card, right? The Knight of Pentacles, which Knight of Pentacles always knows that the service that they provide, the work that they put in, the extra hard work that they put in, will get them to their desired outcome. I would like to take, let's see what the book says first of all, and then I'll take some Sibilas. So it's a number 32. 32 means 5. 5 speaks to conflict, but also lots of changes coming in. When you draw this symbol, you are asked to consider what value do you place on yourself in your life. Do you believe in yourself, or do you believe in a way that tells others you are not worthy? Or do you behave in a way that tells others you are not worthy? All my children act with self-respect no matter the circumstances they come from. Self-worth and self-esteem mean that you will not allow yourself to be led into compromising situations. Love yourself, for I, Nyx, love you dearly and want the best for you. Act as though you are worthy of only the best, and you shall have it. Keep your head high. Let's take some Sibilas and see what this deception is all about. This could also be you holding yourself back, right? So self-esteem issues. Spirit is telling us here that you are already successful. Just keep pushing forward. You've got the upper hand. It's up to you. We have Constanza, something unchanging, something stable. It does speak to the Ten of Hearts, which means bliss, happiness, or a completion, some sort of a completion. We know that new moons are always a new seed, but to have this new moon, something is completing. You've got wonderful news coming in, or news that's going to maybe bring changes where something was stuck or unchanging for you. And this news could be coming from a distance, but it's good news. And we see celebration, alegría, merriment and happiness here. I see you celebrating with the people that are on your tribe, those that are with you. Like what you've been working on, even though it's the Nine of Wands. So even though you may be tired, you've been, put through the mill, I still feel that you will come out victorious here. But also with a deception card, I do feel also here that you're going to know who is your tribe and who's on your side, who's there for you when you're going to be happy and celebrating. So you may be finding something out with this new moon that will give you more self-worth, and you will know how powerful you actually are, dear Aries. All right, so that is what I have for you. And you know, the mensajero could also be a possible contract, new job contract. Some of you could also be possibly changing jobs where you have not been valued. You may be thinking and studying to go elsewhere where you will be in your in the environment that makes you feel happy and not feel stuck, and where you don't have to mind your back. Because I feel that you're picking up on the deception here. So dear Aries, thank you so much. I hope that that helped. Good luck. Let's go on to the next sign, and we've got Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus? And for Taurus, this new moon is happening in their 7th house. We've got the fledgling, so something new, a new beginning, a new cycle opens up for you. Unawakened, guide, and recognition. This could speak to a relationship, a possible new beginning of a relationship. Maybe someone was unawakened to a spiritual connection. I mean, this is like the Hermit card. Some of you may be connected also with someone that is also guiding you and giving you the light and sharing their wisdom with you. Dear Taurus, this is like a new cycle that begins. There is recognition here. There is communication and truths. And you are also severing ties with anything that was dark. We do have the death and rebirth here. So I don't know if this is like you going through a death and a rebirth, where now you're understanding what path opens up for you. There's recognition here. Recognition of a partnership, recognition of a romantic relationship. You could be dealing with legalities as well with the King of Swords. King of Swords is usually Aquarius energy. Aquarius could speak to legalities, could also speak to friendships possibly as well. Let's read the fledgling, and we will take some Sibyllars here. So some of you are obviously going through some sort of an understanding and enlightenment here. Number 1 is the fledgling, which is like the Fool card. Dear one, when you receive the symbol of the fledgling, know that you are blessed with a time of learning new things. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person that you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. So you are willing to learn and discover. I mean, we know that the King of Swords does speak to intelligence, speaks to guidance. So what are you learning here? Are you turning more spiritual? Are you understanding that, I mean, because the King of Swords is very calculative. He's more mathematical than spiritual. So you're learning to look at things from the guide, right? The guidance of spirit, or going within. I mean, the guide does remind me very much of the Hermit card. So it's like you're seeing the light of what needs to go from your life, because obviously the death and rebirth is Scorpio, and that's where the South Node is. So maybe you are there is wisdom coming here, coming to you, and you're going to know what you need to shed. Could also possibly be fears of taking a new journey, a new cycle opening up in your life. Let's see. We've got a spiritual connection here, and we've got the Ace of Wands. There is some sort of a contract here. Ace of Wands and a contract. He's like popping the question. He's putting a ring on her finger. It's interesting, dear Taurus, because today, with the other video I did of the Venus and Sun kiss divine spread, which is happening in a few hours from now, we did have this, and I was talking about a spiritual connection coming together. It's either a spiritual connection or a new contract here that you are taking a deep dive into. But to do this, to have this new beginning, you need to detach from anyone that's cold, calculating, someone that was very detached. I do see here a very warm connection, whereas the King of Swords speaks to more cold and aloof and matter of fact, and yeah, just very cold. And maybe you've been dealing with someone that was very unawakened to you as a partner, and we've got recognition, and this is what you need to let go of. This is what you are seeing, something that you've been carrying from the past. It can be, as I said, connected to fears, and some sort of a new seed that is planted here that's going to bear fruit in the future. It's going to be a wish fulfillment for you, because we do see the star there, and your wish fulfillment could possibly be at a timely distance or at a physical distance, possibly. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here, dear Taurus, so the wheel is turning in your favor. You will be successful in this partnership, whatever it is. Partnership, marriage, possible commitment. And we know that Scorpio is also intimate, so emotionally being open and intimate, but also it's large amounts of money. So whatever new cycle you are starting, you may be also on the verge of signing contracts here. The wheel turns in your favor here, even though you may feel a little bit conflicted, or there's a conflict of interest here with someone with this King of Swords, I would say, that's not seeing the situation as you are. This could also be a friend, someone that just sees things from a very detached point of view. I would say trust your intuition. Trust the guiding light here, whatever this light is, and whatever this wisdom and guidance is. You may be seeking guidance from someone that is very spiritual. I want to see what the unawakened card means. What is this unawakened about? Yeah, so you may be dealing with someone that is very unawakened, someone that the Il Nemico is like the enemy. So the enemy is going away, the negativity is going away. So what's that negativity? It's the inability to see the truth, to see those higher realms, right? It's like a shedding of the old disbeliefs of the past. Now you're starting to believe because you're seeing the light. You're having signs and synchronicities, how to move forward. This new portal that opens up for you. It's like a brand new chapter in your life. And you know, Fortuna also is Jupiter, so again it can speak to legalities or just luck. The wheel of fate, right, turning in your favor and bringing you in a divine person, someone that's just really well matched to you. This can be a spiritual partnership as well, a connection where you connect with someone on a spiritual level. You may be, again, I get, you know, signing contracts, preparing this new beginning that you're taking a leap of faith into. Okay, dear Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope that this helps. You may need to shed the fear of moving forward and trust that you are ready for this leap of faith. Even if it will transform your life on many, many levels, you will get to a wish fulfillment here, no doubt. Let's go on to the next sign. The next sign of Gemini. And we have complicated, number 11. We have 8 of Swords, and we have the Chariot. Love to see the Chariot. We've got soulmate, fall, and new direction. The 8 of Swords speaks to fears. You could see all the crows around her head, like weaving a web where she cannot see clearly. She feels trapped. Her perception is that she is trapped. There's something that's complicating your mind, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was not Mars that's slowing down now in your sign. You've got decisions to make, dear Gemini, but you've also got to clear your head. There's going to be a lot of information, a lot of communication, but you may get mixed up with too many details. You're needing to make decisions. You're needing to be curious, and you're needing to figure out how to move towards victory. Now, I do get a sense of imprisonment here. It's like you're feeling blocked from being able to move forward. The Chariot, many times, which is Cancer, the Chariot can speak to a possible movement, moving to a new home, leaving an old, complicated situation and making your own decision, taking your Chariot and moving forward towards victory, as long as you have decided. But I see you having challenges and difficulties in deciding. Some of you may be worried about leaving a soulmate, but I see that you're going in a new direction, possibly in fall, or possibly there is a falling, or fall means something breaking apart, right? Something has come to a turning point where it needs to end, right? Because after fall comes winter, hibernation, coldness. So you are sort of moving towards the sun. You are not wanting to go through the winter. So I get that you're wanting to move, to change homes, to leave a certain partnership. It's very complicated for you. It's complicated in your mind. Maybe there's a lot at stake here. Some of you could be also challenged by a mother figure, or any things that are unknown to you, information that is unknown, that you may be seeing with this new moon in Scorpio, because it's going to show us a lot of things that are hidden. I'm wondering, yes, if a third person could be playing with your mind, or someone playing with your mind and telling you, are you sure you want to do this? And giving you all the negative reasons why you should stay put. Others of you could be leaving a relationship where you felt imprisoned. You may have met a soulmate, someone that's quite romantic, someone that's made you an offer, and this offer doesn't have to be only romantic. It could be an offer for something that you are creating that will bring in the abundance, let's say. I don't know if it's got to do with Halloween here. We've got the pumpkins, but this card for me is the Capricorn season. So I'm wondering if that's when this is going on. This is happening when you're moving towards, instead of wanting to go towards winter, you're moving towards the sun, a sunny place, something that's more clear, more lit, you know, a situation or a relationship or a partnership or a job offer. We see a path opens up here and you're going in a new direction, which means you are changing directions, right? Let's read what the complicated means with number 11. I'm wondering if this is saying that others will not understand and it can be too complicated for them, but you know exactly what you're talking about. My sweet one, wouldn't it be nice if life were always simple and things were obvious and transparent? Drawing this symbol reminds you that sometimes there are so many elements to consider that it can be next to impossible to understand them all in the moment, especially when you most want to find an answer. Right now things are complex, and only time will help you put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Just remember, simple can also be boring, and complications can make for deeper, more mature experiences. Don't try to figure this one out. Just be open and follow the threads of life's mysterious web. And I did speak about a web, the crows and the web, building this web where you're even more confused. That's why it's so complicated, and you may come to the understanding in January, whatever's going on for you, as Mars that will be retrograding in a few days. So on the 30th of October, after that, Mars will be retrograde in your sign. So therefore that means that you will be revisiting the past. You'll have difficulty in making up your mind on your decisions, but you're needing to be curious, trying to figure things out. Don't rush to do everything so quickly. Take your time. There's no rush. And I'm wondering if this is bringing up people from the past, from your past, a past situation. We have Suspiri, so you've been sighing and in torment and waiting for those ships to come in. But we've got the Ladro, which is negative energy, logically. The Ladro is like someone breaking and entering, or this is like the thief, entering one's home or entering one's family, or just negative connotations pertaining to your home. I don't know if this is someone that's trying to hold you within a home, in a state of imprisonment. It could be connected to family because it's the Ten of Pentacles. And we've got the Amalato. So someone, thinking the worst, probably. The Amalato is low morale. Or someone's using maybe their some sort of an excuse to hold you back, from moving forward. The Amalato can also speak to someone having lost hope. There could be also, I don't know, Ten of Pentacles and the Ladro. This could speak to a loss of some money where you will be quite upset about that. Possibly also just a difficult moment where someone may go through some sort of a health issue here. Therefore, you cannot move forward yet. So you're being held back. What's this Amalato? And it's connected to the mother and the children, or to abundance. So there can be some sort of financial loss. This is the Donna Maritata, very similar to the Empress. So she's got responsibilities. Some of you could be held back because of children, because of responsibilities, because of finances. It's like you're waiting forever for that ship to come in, and you're just sighing and thinking, oh my God, when is this going to happen? When will I be able to hone in on the energy and take charge of my life and move forward? Change house, change job, change partners. The new direction is here. It will come for you. You will get that portal opening, dear Gemini. And you will be moving towards clarity, towards healing, towards the inner child, making your inner child happy, and not just worrying about everyone else. This could also speak to, obviously, as well, a physical distance from a soulmate, or connecting with someone that is physically at a distance to you that you need to travel towards with a chariot, obviously. So there could be a physical distance between the two of you. Okay, dear Gemini, so that's what I have for you. Wherever you are heading towards, it will give you a sense of love and abundance, though, with that Donna Maritata. And the new direction opens up for you. You are moving towards something quite successful. You're not letting others hold you back. Right now, it's quite complicated. You will be able to figure things out. Give it some time. Okay, so let's go on to the next sign. Thank you, Gemini. Even number 11. 11 also speaks to possible, it is a portal that opens, but it's also possible legalities. I mean, 11 is the number of justice, so there's been, maybe you've dealt with some injustices, and now it's time to be justified, to move towards this new path that opens up for you. All right, next sign, Cancer. We have differences, release, fresh start, and destruction. And we've got the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. The destruction is like major change. It's like going through an awakening. I will take actually straight away one card on that. One card on the destruction card for Cancer, dear Spirit. What's this shift and this change about? And we've got pause. Divine Feminine. Let me just restart my camera. So, the fresh start reminds me of the Ace of Wands, but you are needing to release something. And what I get here is the Earth. And the Earth speaks to physical and tangible things. It can speak to possible stability or anything to do with property. Property and a change. Because, of course, we know that the destruction card, this could also be like bringing something down. So destroying something. Or something that you tried to start off needs time. Something still is being released, is being let go of. So I would say it's all about timing. Whatever this is, I mean, we've got the pause. So the cards are saying that you need to pause because there's still change going on here. Maybe you started something recently, but it hasn't been able to get off the ground. Spirit is saying, listen to your higher self. You need to wait. There is great change ahead of you. Now, this can be connected to work. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is very creative, she's very much about doing the work, right? She's very intelligent, very much of a leader, very generous. This could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. What I get is that you've sort of released something thinking that you've got a fresh start ahead of you. You were really, really happy about it. I don't know if this is something you're creating. So creating space for something that you want to work on, or creating a new situation for yourself that you're wanting to work on, to put in a lot of effort. But what I get here with the destruction, it says that this transformation, this change is not ready. It's not, even though you've probably started, you're going to find a fork in the road. There's something that Spirit is wanting to communicate to you. So I don't know if this has got to do with a partnership, because we do have two cats here, a black and a white, so they've got major differences between each other. So I don't know if this is a partnership or a relationship. Queen of Wands is more, she attracts and she creates, of course, but the Eight of Pentacles is more the Virgo energy. Queen of Wands is more leadership, whereas Virgo is more about providing that surface, working behind the scenes. Let's see what comes through. Let's read the differences first of all. Number 36, which equals a 9. 36. Let's see what it talks about. Choosing the symbol for differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone and that they may not always agree with you. As your goddess, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. So I'm just wondering if some of you have made the wrong choice. Choosing between a partner I don't know, that you've been dumbfounded and mesmerized by this Queen of Wands. But this was the wrong choice for you that you started with. Fresh start was with possibly building something together based on secrecy, based on sex, based on money and income. And I get that the choice that was made was wrong. That's what I get for maybe a couple of you out there. That's why you have the destruction card. So I want to say not all that glitters is gold. Queen of Wands, she passes herself as very, extravagant and bubbly, but here we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is of service, which is of hard working, someone who will provide a service, someone that is very plain. So whatever this situation is, whether it's two people or two situations, that's what I'm getting here. Some of you may be having second thoughts. Let's just see what's going on here. And I'm going to say here also that there may be a change of direction here. Whatever you've built wasn't built on solid ground, and that's why there is a pause, because things need to shift and change. The pause would be, I would say, positive, because there's so much energy in the destruction card, which is very fast moving. I would say it's better to be able to see what will be changing. And the pause does remind me of the Hanging Man, which can speak to sacrifice, having sacrificed a lot, or needing to see things from a different perspective, or let Spirit take care of this. Listen, look out for signs and synchronicities and messages pertaining to what's coming up for you. Oh my God, you've got the Tower again. This is either an eye-opener, an awakener, or you're figuring out that there's been stealth, sneakiness, there's been a facade, and you're hit with it, hit hard with it, because it's the Seven of Swords, and that is the card of theft. So the facade, the mask. So just like I would say here where the cats are concerned, we see the black cat, oh my God, you know, she's bad luck. So straight off the bat, we think, no, I'm not going to choose the black cat. But she is very intuitive. We would tend to choose the white cat, which is more pure, we think. But these are cats, and cats can be very sneaky. Cats can be very, very much of, you know, using you for their own gain. So, I don't know. I mean, this could actually be a choice that you're going through, a choice between a black and a white cat, but think of the white. The white is logically the light. The black is the darkness. It's the dark night of the soul. But sometimes, you know, and with Scorpio, which is all about darkness, sometimes we need not fear the darkness, because shedding light on the darkness shows us that really there was nothing to worry about. You may be deceived by someone who, because that's what I get. I get deception here. You may be deceived by someone that you did not expect. What else do we have with the Tower? We've got the Alegria, so it could come from friends. And this change that is coming in for you, I do see support from friends as well, but this change that is coming in for you, this major shift, where it takes you will bring you into a good place. I mean, Alegria is merriment and happiness, and I don't know if... just got another message that pay attention when you are out having drinks with friends. Something's going on. Something is changing at home, or something is being broken down or destroyed. So that could be a literal message. I want to take one more, Cancer. One more. And we've got the Eight of Cups and Speranza moving on. This is the card of fear or the card of hope. A fear of moving on, or a hope that you will find the right person or the right partnership or the right friendship. I mean, the Speranza is like Eight of Cups, leaving something that did not fill all those cups of yours. So you have been going through major change here, and maybe we're in the middle of it, but you're going to also see things that were hidden now, which could possibly, because a disgrazia in a Tower is never easy, maybe what you find out will give you some sense of, you know, being thankful that Spirit gave you information that you needed to know, and that would lead you on to something else. So make you detach from something that was not built on solid ground, something that was not built on trust. All right? So that's what I have for you, dear Cancer. I hope that this helps. Let's go on to the next sign. All right, next sign is Leo. Leo, my friends, what's going on with this eclipse? We have understanding, number 43. We've got a twin flame. Oh my God. There are regrets pertaining to a twin flame. This is a twin flame. We've got the fifth dimension, which means your relationship is probably being taken a notch up. We've got the King of Pentacles and we've got the Page of Wands. So ready to go on this new chapter, on this cycle. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There are regrets connected to this King of Pentacles. Maybe there were misunderstandings. We've got understanding here, right? Let's read the understanding card. She's looking up to the sky. It's like she's connected to the divine and to spirit and understood that this is a very important relationship and not something that's been imagined or not something that someone's been thinking or that someone did not believe. Let's read number 43 for a moment. So Leo, you are the first sign that gets, these very strong cards. This is the symbol for deep and true comprehension. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it is another thing to truly understand something. You are being asked to keep an open mind and heart and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can only come with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have the power. Dear Leo, I feel that you may have been dealing with, because Earth is very much about grounding, they're not so spiritual. They're more about, they're having their feet on the ground. What they see is what they can touch, what they can taste, what they can smell, is what they believe, right? King of Pentacles, which is all about security, physical, tangible relationships. This is a twin flame, which you may have been dealing with someone that did not understand this, and now they've come to the understanding with a regret card. Now, the Page of Wands is someone that's ready to take that journey, someone that's ready to send out that message. There could also be physical distance between the two of you. Not only physical, but now aware, spiritual, a spiritual distance. The spiritual distance between the two of you is closing up here. That's what I'm getting here. Let's see what's going on. King of Pentacles could be a father, could be your boss, could be someone that's just there, very dependable, very practical, very much about their money. Yes, could be someone that's very traditional as well and believes in traditional relationships. But we're talking about a twin flame and a fifth dimensional relationship. We've got the Two of Cups, so it's a soulmate. Two of Cups, this is the home, the house. There's a sense of familiarity. I don't know if King of Pentacles could be a father or someone that has their own business. I don't know if this is a potential and a possible gift, like an invitation also, because the King of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles. This is like a promise for something long term. Whereas the house, the casa, and I don't know if you work with this person, this could be their work, where the place they work, their company, for instance. We do have an agreement here, and we've got a soulmate connection, right? And we've got alegría, and I shuffled so much, and this card just keeps coming through. There's merriment and happiness, or this could be that, I don't know why, but some of you may be finding out that you are connecting with someone now that's understood, and they've got regrets that maybe they were in a wrong partnership. And because I do see the alegría very similar to singlehood, possibly, I don't know if there's the Aquarian energy within this King of Pentacles, because Aquarius is a lot about friendship, and we do see here celebration, this person like a single going out and celebrating. What are they celebrating though? I mean, it's the Nine of Wands. Maybe having dealt with a wrongful connection and having gotten out of one, because we know the Page of Wands is someone that's ready to go on a new adventure. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So similar cards with Leo and Cancer. There's quite a few similarities. We've got Speranza, and this is the card of moving on. Eight of Cups, or hoping for celebration and coming together celebrating over drinks, this new balanced relationship, Two of Cups, this soulmate connection, or this partnership for others of you. What is the regret about? What is the regret about? Could it be about financial loss? It could be financial loss because this is omaggio di preziosi, like this is someone misunderstanding and prizing someone as, you know, thinking that someone in their life was a gift, where in actual fact, or not seeing that someone in their life was a gift. This is probably what they regret. And it's the Eight of Pentacles, which speaks to someone that's very hardworking. Eight of Pentacles is the Virgo card. It's of service to others. Someone needs to do a lot of work here to overcome this mistake. Maybe they devalued somebody in their life, or maybe they've lost a lot of, you know, a lot of money because of investing in a wrong partnership or a wrong relationship. We know that the King of Pentacles holds great importance where their money is concerned. Yeah, I think that that's what I have for you, dear Leo. I hope that this helps. We do see with the Speranza that someone is on their way, on their jolly old way, and they could be traveling. I mean, this is adventurous. This is passionate. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. This is the message that I'm going to send out. So there are regrets here pertaining to wrong choices, or maybe even financial loss. Investing in wrong people, or even investing like your heart, putting your heart into something and regretting that. I don't know why I get like, dear Leo, I get like someone is using you for your money here. And this could be regrets where you've been deceived. And I'm going to say also that, you know, when we share our finances, we share our lives, there should be trust there. Where there is no trust, you are not with the right partner, whether it's partnership or love. All right, so next sign is Virgo. Virgo has High Priestess of Fire. We've got the Empress. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have Contemplation. We have Action, Reinvention, and Victim. The High Priestess of Fire to me speaks very strongly of a lot of desire. A desire maybe possibly for change. It is a number 5. But we've got fire here, and of course the Empress, it can also speak to what we desire to create. The Empress does speak to abundance. It does speak to patience though. Now Virgo, you are a very patient sign. Remember, fire can create, but it can burn as well. What I see down here is that there is second chances at something here. There's been a lot of something's taken forever. Someone's taken forever to think things up, to try and see things from a high perspective before they take action, to reinvent, to return. But they've been, I would say that they've needed to hold on and wait for whatever reason. We could see that there's, you know, they're all tied up. Now they may be dealing with someone that is acting the victim. We do see the Knight of Pentacles here, which is slow strategic movement forward. So there's a lot of patience here, but we've got the High Priestess here. The High Priestess of Fire. Let's read what the High Priestess of Fire speaks to. Number 5. High Priestess, we know they're all about spirituality. My child, you have chosen the symbol of the vampire High Priestess of Fire, the goddess of creativity and passion. Whether she arrives, whenever, not whether, whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and to choose how you channel your energy. If you are restless, call upon the High Priestess of Fire for inspiration. Yes, fire is also inspiration, and joy. And she will release you from the trap of boredom. Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns when it is allowed to get out of control. Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively, and guard yourself against burning out. Use your fire wisely and let your light shine brightly. And I'm going to say also, because this card also reminds me of a burnout, because we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is your card. So you've covered a lot of ground. You've been working really hard, creating. Is this a love relationship? I mean, we know that the Empress, she needs to be patient. She's got a bun in the oven, something that is growing, something that is very much of desire and abundance. And, you know, pregnancy, literal or metaphorical pregnancy, being pregnant with a creative idea, or needing to be patient for the right person to come into your life. We know the Empress is someone that's very attractive, someone that's very adored, admired, respected, perfect partner, let's say. And I'm wondering if this is not a mother. For some people, this could be someone's mother that's holding them back from forward momentum. We do see the Knight of Pentacles. Now, we could have also a big age difference where we've got a more mature divine feminine. If this is a romantic relationship, we do see that there's a lot of desire, and there's also an intuitive connection. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone that's younger, someone that's not as experienced. But as an energy, this card speaks of, I mean, he's gotten off his horse because he's burnt, he's covered a lot of ground. So as not to burn out the horse, he's traveling by foot, which this message in this card says to me that I will get there if it's the last thing I do, even if it financially costs me here, because he's leaving 10 Pentacles behind. So I don't know if this is someone needing time to leave a family behind pertaining to a love relationship, someone who could be a father, possibly, someone who got caught up in victimhood, got sort of hung up. This is like the hanging man. They got caught out. They needed to sacrifice. They needed to wait. But there's contemplation here from a divine masculine. We see they're contemplating whether they will message, whether they will take action, whether they will transition, fly towards you, reinvent, return to a situation that did not work out in the past because of timing or because of something that needed to be released. We do know that this takes forever. 2 cards of slow. This is fast. Someone is frustrated. They want to move faster. But maybe someone's waiting on a decision of someone, from someone. Because someone is in contemplation. They need time. We do have Viaggio, so we are talking about a visitor, possibly. Someone who needs to cover ground. Someone who's possibly coming in, the Viaggio. It is like the Knight of Cups or the Knight of Wands. They could be coming from a physical distance. They could be flying through the air or coming in by horse or walking. So they're in contemplation. We see that with the pensiero. Now they could be going through possible divorce, because this is the Hermit. Someone's in their cave. They've got a lot to figure out. The pensiero could also be anything to do with divorce. Someone needing to pay money out that's costing them financially. This is the Six of Pentacles, which is like a payout, either paying money out or receiving, or even where karma is concerned. Six of Pentacles. This is equal giving and receiving. Has there been that in one's life? If there hasn't, then they're going to release themselves. Spirit will release them. And it's not easy either. We've got the Vedovo. There's a lot of thought going in because, I don't know, someone feels as though they're going to... They feel tied up to a situation because of their kind-natured heart. That's why probably this decision is such a difficult one. The Vedovo is, you know, the widower, and someone is in solitude. Two solitude cards, but we've got the Three of Swords, which says that there is going to be, someone is going to have their heart broken. We've got a Three of Wands, a 3 here with the Empress, and a 3 of Swords. So there are 3 people in a situation, third parties. But we've got the Leggerezza, which is the heaviness being put down. It's the 10 of Wands. It's the end of a burdensome cycle. Someone is being released from their burdens. The Leggerezza is also lightness of being. So it is heaviness that will be burnt with the High Priestess of Fire. Fire does transform. Now this is going to be a new moon in Scorpio. It's all about death, change, and newness. Now there is a sexual connotation to Leggerezza, just like the butterfly goes from one flower to the other. And I'm going to say someone did not expect the other person to fly away. I do feel that this is a third-party situation for many of you. We also do see 2 females here, and we see a younger divine masculine, so a divine masculine that's not as mature as the divine feminine. We know divine feminine can be more mature many times. Not necessarily always, of course. But yeah, that's what I see here. There will be change. There's a metamorphosis going on here. And this is like leaving regrets and leaving the past, putting the past to rest. Whatever this change is, whatever this reinvention is, maybe there's also a lot of sadness at doing things in the wrong way in the past. So someone may be hoping for second chances here. So that's what I have for you, dear Virgo. I will leave it there. Looks like through this new moon in Scorpio, this solar eclipse, you will be the butterfly. Where are you thinking of flying to? Yeah, someone could be using, playing the victim here, trying to keep someone back from reinventing their life, from taking action. But there's so much fire here, so much desire. This cannot be stopped. All right. Thank you, dear Virgo. And last but not least, we have Libra. What's going on with Libra? Libra is Venus and the Sun are conjoining in your sign, so there's a new cycle that's opening up, very promising for Libran people. Obviously we've got playful here and a beautiful little kitten, We've got the Ten of Wands, we've got the Lovers, and we've got the Purge. Some of you are leaving behind. You're leaving solitude behind. You're leaving a relationship possibly that was too serious, that there was no fun. There was too much loneliness. I mean, the purging, that's what this new moon is all about. It's all about Pluto and purging something to do with the past. Now, we've got the Lovers here. The Lovers can speak to a divine union. Could be a partnership. But someone has been in solitude, thinking greatly and needing to heal. I don't know if this is a decision, a difficult decision to make. We see here that someone's already packed up and on their way. Let's read the Playful before I take some Sibilas as well. Playful is a number 44, so it's an angel number, dear Libra. Got the angels guiding you. Where is it that you are going? Are you going to a very important love relationship? Or are you taking time in solitude and leaving fear behind and knowing that where you are moving to, you are changing the frequencies of your life, your environment, everything about you, which will bring a lot of healing and strong alignment of happiness. My child, life is not always so serious. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. No matter what you are asking about, this is the time to have a sense of humor, smile and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It is time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. So some of you could be leaving someone that was just too serious, too quiet, didn't make you happy. Someone that was very powerful, very controlling as well. Not your cup of tea, dear Libra. Let's take some Lenormand, as some of you could be leaving a dark era in your life. Moving house, possibly. Moving, you've made a heart over head decision, head over heart decision. You are following your heart because you are moving towards healing. And healing will bring light energy. You're wanting to redo your life. Restart. There's the melancholia. Some of you have been suffering with depression. And we've got Fidelta. Fidelta is a friend. It's the dog, it's the loyalty, and it's the Nine of Cups, which does speak to a wish fulfillment. And we've got Allegrezza al Cuore. Some of you could be leaving someone because of deception, third parties with you've got Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles. Maybe that's already happened. Now, could it be possible that you're coming into a time of healing now, like you're finishing up with this purging process? Because the Allegrezza al Cuore is merriment and happiness, even though we see three people here. Some of you are getting out, trying to forget the past. You're mingling with friends. There's possible new love coming in here. Possible also a friend that could be turning into a lover, possibly. Someone who made you laugh, someone who makes you cry because you laugh so much. What a difference, what a change. Looks like Spirit and the angels are guiding you here. You've been carrying a heavy load. It looks like you are purging that as you are changing your environment, coming out of depression. You've got 2 5s, so there's a lot of change in your life. You're moving towards a wish fulfillment, something that's going to fill your cups up. and you are in alignment with another relationship possibly here that's very spiritual, very friendly. I want to take a card on this, or on the healing card. And the signs are showing you the way. The signs are showing you. Spirit is pointing the way to you. This is where you need to go. This is like where the clouds clear and the sun starts to come through for you. So you're moving out of a dark time and into happier times, especially with this sun conjunction with Venus. Yes, this is healing for Libra, no doubt. This is coming into fair and just relationships. Relationships that are more equal, that are more balanced, that are more in sync with your life. I'm wishing you well, dear Libra. Wishing you well. That's what I have for you. I do hope that all is well with you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Pay attention to the signs. This is a deep transformation. It does speak to love very strongly. Get ready to play. No more serious stuff for Libra. Good luck, dear Libra. Love and light to all of you. Thank you so much. Ta-da.